I don't get it.
Podcast.
Lauren, why is Gergie's hair so short?
Because Grandma took him to the groomer.
Oh, no.
And she said, puppy cut, and he is so cute.
Dude, that is
he looks
actually
like a deer.
the ultimate I don't get it. And maybe it's just my family, but it's the family on both sides. The Iaconetti grandparents and the Haven grandparents, they love their dogs short-haired.
Okay, well, it is like they don't have to get groomed as often. Like you're just shave them all, and then they'll grow for like 2-3 months, and then you do it again. It's not just like trim, go back in like 2 weeks, trim, you know. But
But every dog looks better when they got big poofs of hair.
I know. I kind of like it because he feels so soft.
Whoever's watching this video on Patreon, it's so therapeutic watching you just. Gergie
looks like a founding father right now.
Yeah,
he looks like he's in a
He's
trance.
so George Washington.
He
is.
George
Oh, my
Washington.
God.
Holy moly.
He could literally be a jury member from back in those days with the big white, like curly wigged hair.
He also lost 3 of his front teeth. He's got no front teeth now. I know.
Lauren, excuse me, that's not
is
a
George
sign.
Washington. He has no teeth.
Wait, really? You gotta take him to the doctor.
I know his teeth are gone.
Lord, how are you not concerned?
Well, okay,
Wait, how the
his
fuck
two
did
front
that
teeth.
happen?
His 2 front teeth were crossing over each other like a lot. They were like very crossing over, so I feel like they just kind of crossed too much and broke or something. And then the other ones, I don't know. But
and you're not.
anyways.
You don't sound concerned.
Yeah, this
I
is
just
kind of
think
weird
he's-
of him losing teeth.
Well, I think it kind of happens.
Has he ever had his teeth brushed?
He's old.
His
At the
cleaned?
groomers.
No, but he's never had his teeth. He's never had like a proper dog
Oh
cleaning.
no, he probably needs to get teeth cleaning.
Guys, what's gonna
Yeah,
happen
definitely.
when we lose our teeth?
Wait, hold on. Before you go there, Naz, do you even know how much it costs to get dogs' teeth cleaned?
How much? I have no idea.
Like $1,500 and
Oh,
up.
really?
no. Wait,
Yeah,
$600?
They have to go down.
It's definitely 600.
1,500.
I think
Shut the
that's
fuck
excessive. I think it may be a little bit less than that.
What do you mean? Mom and Dad like take Ethel like every year. They're like, oh, it's Ethel's teeth cleaning. Like,
Because they got to put him under. They have to
Yeah,
put
they
him
have to
under
put him under.
anesthesia.
Are you kidding me? That's how much
Lois
it costs.
has never had it. She
I know.
probably
Dory hasn't
should.
either. We're so bad.
That's really bad. I
But
know,
what
I feel
is
bad.
this is what doesn't make this is an I don't get it, because it's not like animals in the wild go to the fucking dentist and get their teeth
I
cleaned.
know.
Like,
I know.
that's the biggest racket I've
That's a
ever heard of in
clap
my
moment.
entire
That is a
life.
clap moment.
I think it's because like they're eating like tough food, and apparently like eating like the dry food and certain foods cleanses their teeth. Like apparently you're supposed to give them apples, and apples like cleanse their teeth. But these little house cat dogs just eat like moist cheese and the wet food and stuff. So like they're not doing what animals do.
Yeah, whatever. Animals out there are eating like other animals and like the cold, the hot, the warm, the hard, and they never get their teeth cleaned. So.
I know.
Another thing about animals, like Lois doesn't go out in the rain. She's a true California girl.
Yeah.
So if it's rainy all day, like she refuses. So I just came upstairs and there's poop behind me, and I didn't clean it up before the podcast.
Sometimes you just gotta let it harden a little bit, make it easier to clean up.
You know, once it's there, if it's not stinky, it's like, oh, I'll just let it sit there for an hour. But it's just weird because here I am sitting, and a couple yards behind me, just poop on a floor.
Yep.
Ew.
I know.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Anyway, all right. I have an I don't get it that I'll begin with.
Okay.
Because guess what? We didn't finish it with the last ramble. It was about dinosaurs. I'm pretty sure it was like the first thing, the ramble that I was like meaning to do when I brought up dinosaurs.
Okay,
and that
what
is like,
was it?
why do we teach kids about dinosaurs like right off the bat when they've been gone for 65 million years? Like, why is it within their first year of life they're like, we'll teach them about roosters and dogs and ducks and dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Like, what? They're not going to encounter a dinosaur. They're probably like, okay, so we can go see all these things, but what about dinosaurs? Like, what's up with them? We don't
It's
teach
interesting
kids
what
about
we make
woolly
core curriculum.
mammoths.
Yeah.
Why?
It's like,
woolly
first
woolly mammoths
dinosaurs,
are
of
awesome.
course, then math. Yeah.
Yeah. First
You guys
dinosaurs,
are
then
hilarious.
math.
What do you mean? That's like the first point of I don't know,
Evolution?
life on Earth that
don't
we
know.
have record of. So
Yeah, in our
to
culture,
me, but that's what I
we're
mean.
like,
To me, it makes
dinosaurs.
sense that that's where they'd start. Like you start at day one, right? Like so, day one, there were dinosaurs here. Like, right?
I guess
I
so.
don't know. I don't know. I think it's funny when you really think about it.
I don't think so. I think it makes sense.
We teach them dinosaurs before so many other things. It's like, I think this is such a like past 100 years thing. Could you imagine in the colonial era or like the Renaissance, them being like, hello, little Renaissance child, here is a dinosaur.
Yeah, I know. You practice knitting in painting, you know? Yeah. That's true. But is it because they didn't know that dinosaurs were there? Like, did we just have the technology to dig and find dinosaur bones like recently? I don't know.
Archaeologists probably. Yeah, like that wasn't.
I feel like they had to survive.
Made.
This is
so
a first world problem to dig for the past. You know, back then they were just trying to like shit out windows and throw it in the street. Yeah,
Let me see when the first dinosaur fossil was discovered.
Very good.
Oh my
question.
gosh! Thank you, Naz.
Okay, in 1677, Robert Plott, is credited with discovering the first dinosaur bone. But his best
the
guess
Renaissance kids didn't even know about dinosaurs.
Yeah,
they did. The adults didn't know about dinosaurs,
and he actually thought it was a giant human, so he didn't even know it. Imagine being like, Bigfoot exists.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny.
So then they went on and they just tried to like dig up the earth for the other dinosaur bones.
I wish I would be an archaeologist. I think that's the coolest thing ever.
I could see
also
being
like
an
why are
archaeologist.
dragons considered to be
A
fake?
paleontologist?
They were fucking flying dinosaurs. They were real, you know? Dragons. It's only the fire breathing aspect, and that's not even that nuts.
Well, dinosaurs
so
flew. Did you say
Yeah,
that?
I know. So the only difference between a pterodactyl and a dragon is that one breathes fire. So it's not that crazy of a mythical creature.
Yeah, and how would we know whether or not dinosaurs back in the day breathed
so
fire?
true.
Or not?
I know they totally could have.
They totally.
I feel like they would have.
God, I wish
Also-
dragons existed now. That would be the illest shit ever.
Or the scariest.
No, that'd be amazing. I mean, there's already animals like that at the bottom of the ocean. There's literally
I
like
know.
water dragons.
That's stuff that I was really into when I was a child because looking at that stuff that lives 2 miles deep in the water, they have like electrical forces, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, there's bioluminescence. Like there's light down there because it's so dark. The ocean is literally another planet that we like cohabitate with. It's literally another planet.
Whenever I am like on the water, you think about like how it goes miles deep. That's wacky. It's also when you're on an airplane and then you realize that you're 5 miles high.
And that's nothing.
How?
Nothing compared really to the ocean, right? Or am I dumb?
What do you mean? The ocean's like 2.5 miles deep at like the
Really?
deepest.
The deepest is only 2 miles?
What? That's not
the
true.
Titanic is like 2.5 miles below, and I'm pretty sure that's like a very, very low point.
Oh, great.
All right.
Okay, now
Google
we gotta look
moment.
up what's the deepest part of the ocean.
Thank you.
Wow.
And like how far down is it?
What?
We watched a great video on the Titanic sinking last night, like a recreation of like how everything sank.
Of course, it's
it
what you
was
would do on a Sunday
awesome
night.
and
Lauren, why
terrifying.
didn't you share this with
I'll
me?
send it to you.
Did you give the blowjob?
I gave the blowjob.
Oh wow,
35,000. Wait, what? I was looking.
Wait,
tell
we're
you in a
gonna
second.
we're gonna wrap that up.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna have
wrap this
Naz
up.
finish
Okay.
the stats here.
Okay, 35,876 feet deep.
Oh shit, you're right, Lauren. It's about 5
35,000.
miles.
So how many
about 5
miles is that?
It's
7.
5,000.
So it's like 6
5,000.
miles.
Oh, 7 miles. Shit, you're right.
I hate
5,000
that, like-
ish feet in a mile.
When
So.
shit's in, real quick before we get to the
7
blowjob,
miles deep. Holy mother!
real quick, when shit is in kilometers or like meters or
No
military,
way.
I can't tell you. Nothing confuses me more than military time. My brain just stops.
Yeah, I mean you're not really
My brain
great
just goes
at first time.
like
Anyway.
I have no idea.
Well, we all know Naz can't do like the East Coast to Pacific time change like at all. Like every time we schedule our podcast, she like has to confirm. She's like,
I have
okay,
to
so
count
5
on
o'clock
my hands.
Eastern is 2 o'clock Pacific.
So
every
maybe
single
actually
time.
military would be easier on you because it's
No,
just like
military is so hard. Like what it? I know.
I don't
hate it.
understand when people have military time on like their clocks. Or their
I know on your
watches or
phone. I'm
anything.
like, why would you have that? That's so.
I mean,
hard
unless you
on yourself.
literally were in the military for years, is that really
Yeah.
easier for you?
like it's so annoying. Do you think people do it just to look cool?
Yeah, definitely. They're just flexing.
This episode is sponsored by LifeMD. LifeMD has undeniably created a better and more affordable way for people to talk to doctors without ever leaving their home. So those days of like depressing waiting rooms, awkward in-person visits, and just being confused on who to call are over because you can now video chat with a board-certified physician and get the prescription that you need in as little as 15 minutes. This is so clutch because when you have issues that you need to take care of right away, for example, I got a yeasty, that's what I call a yeast infection, went to lifemd.com, typed in /IDGI, and within 15 minutes had a prescription for my yeast infection. I'm always on the go. And that is just why this website is so beneficial and so convenient to people who are like really busy. Or if you're just someone who wants to avoid those waiting rooms with like, I don't know, magazines from the 90s. Why are they always like magazines from the 90s? And like the music's always so random. Anyways, you get it. We've all been there. So whether you have a nasty cough that isn't going away, if you have pink eye and maybe you don't like want to go out, the ongoing UTIs are always a thing, and you have to wait days for an appointment. And we just can't always time sickness. But that's why LifeMD really makes it easy. And America's healthcare system is really enabling doctors to reach patients in their home through revolutionary virtual healthcare. I feel like everyone in my life has one thing that they've been putting off to get checked out. And now that you know about LifeMD, there really is no excuse because you can talk to an incredible 5-star certified physician in less time than it takes to fold your laundry. So it's going to help out with your annual checkups, lab tests, chronic conditions, like stuff like diabetes and weight loss. And finding the right doctor can be really frustrating. It can be hard to know where to begin. So LifeMD's patient platform and app makes this so easy now. All you have to do is go on their website, select your symptoms, pick your preferred doctor, and LifeMD does the rest. So visit lifemd.com/IDGI now, or you can download their app and see why LifeMD is America's trusted telehealth leader. That's lifemd.com/IDGI to experience healthcare the way it should be.
Okay, time for blowjob talk.
Last night Hunter was watching the Bruins game 7, and then Hunter was like, I bet Jared's freaking out right now. I go, I bet you he's not even watching, because when I think of Jared,
bad bet.
When I think of Jared coming home from work, I feel like he's either just sitting on his phone or watching Seinfeld. I don't know, but I didn't really understand the gravity of the fucking game, the situation. Like I wasn't aware of it until like later on. So I go,
what is the gravity of the game?
Just like it was the playoffs. It was the playoffs. It was it was sudden death or whatever.
They
it was
went into
overtime.
Sudden death, but let me tell you this. The nice. Bruins were one of like the historically best teams according to their record.
Yeah.
And they blew it in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it was the first round, game 7.
In the last game. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't really understand
That's a Shakespearean tragedy.
Yeah. People were very, very sad. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to call Jared and see if he's doing it. And if I win, I get a back massage. If you win, you get a fucking blowjob. And called immediately. And there Jared was sitting on the couch watching the Bruins game. So I held up my end of the deal.
Lauren's like, what do you watch?
I'm like, so what are you watching?
So, Jared,
so what are you doing?
And I was like,
I'm like, please flip around and show me Seinfeld. But
this is so funny because I
like
recently,
10 o'clock plus thing.
I actually recently was performing the act, and I was told that like they had never had a BJ like that before.
Oh, and what are you doing?
And he was like, "You actually like it." I was like, there's so many women that are doing it, and so obviously like
every minute
showing that they don't like it, and I'm like, that's so lame. Like,
yeah, I mean, at the beginning, for sure, I was like putting on my best performance, pretending like I pretending I enjoyed it. Like I didn't hate it. I know, because in your what the fuck am I thinking? Like your body is basically in a time of like fight or flight. Like I got to be good at this blowjob emotionally. Like I have to be good at this blowjob. And so then you're like tricking your brain into thinking you like it.
No, I actually like it.
I know.
Why don't you believe that
it? She gets
can
the power
actually like
from it. She's like, if somebody says, She's like, oh my gosh, I'm good at this, and then they're gonna think that I'm good at this, and like, holy moly, he's gonna like, it's like just like a wow queen moment.
It's like, but you don't get off like pleasing someone else. Like that isn't pleasurable to you or your brain.
I do when I'm like new to it, new to the whole situation. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you don't deserve this service. No.
See, that's horrible.
I'm truly in the middle of both of you. I'm in the middle of both of you.
I'm good at it. I still do it fucking well. I'm not going to half-ass it. Like, it's good.
I like to get a reaction from it where I see where Naz is talking about, but do I truly enjoy it? No, my ego enjoys it.
Oh, I genuinely, and my ego.
Your body, your physical body, not your brain.
Yeah.
Your physical body likes it. You're being a total Naz right now.
No, I'm not. I swear.
I think I used to to feel that. I think maybe I used to because I was like, they're loving it, I'm loving it, whatever. But I don't think I felt anything one more time? Like down there.
Like it's fun. I think it's fun.
I'm going to say this one more time.
Hilarious.
You're sure this is not an ego thing?
No, it's like both. It's like, of course, there's the ego, where you're like, oh, this would be so amazing, and I'll feel so cool if they, get off. But there's also, I don't know. It's fun. It's playful. Like it's fun. I don't know how else to describe it.
All right, audience. We need this message board about this.
There are so many women that also love doing it. 100%.
I again think it's because of an ego thing. It's no. Yeah.
No, that's so no. Mm-mm.
I know one other girl that believes this, and she showed me a video of her giving her boyfriend
showed you a
head.
Video?
She showed me a video of it.
Lauren, just whisper who it is. Or
no, you don't. It's not going to ring a bell in your head or anything.
Oh, really?
Also, people can subscribe to our Patreon and have video.
Get the whisper on camera.
So, and she like really loves it. That's so true. To just mouth into the camera.
Yeah. We used to be able to get away with that.
I don't know. I can't do it anymore.
Know. We're just have to text each other. Yeah. So like,
wait. So she showed you a video. So she takes a video of it.
Yes. It turns her on later. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ash. It's like not just ego. It's like it's pleasurable for me, for my body too.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah. I'm not going to knock. I'm not going to say you're lying. I just haven't felt like a tingle down there in a long time from doing it. Maybe
let's revert. Let's flip it. Haven't you encountered men that like really love giving head?
Yeah, but I again think that's.
You think that's just ego on their part?
Yeah, that's them wanting to please in the mind. That's not them liking the taste on their tongue.
Really? So many people have been like, this tastes so good. Or like, you taste so good. This is a really
guys say that. Yeah, they say that. They
super R-rated.
Sure say it is R-rated, but they say like, it tastes good, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, shut the fuck up. Why don't you eat ice cream, all right?
Wait, that's exactly right. Yeah.
I'm like, this is not the best thing you've ever had. It's good in comparison to others, maybe. It doesn't taste bad.
I can do this all day long. Yeah, I've heard that too. But I'm like, but really, enjoy yourself and don't do that.
Just because you guys don't like the taste doesn't mean that there aren't other people that like it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not like comparable to like the most delicious things in the world.
Yeah, like go have an ice cream cone.
They get boners watching you get off for sure.
That's why.
Why would you compare?
It's all about the head, you guys. It's mental.
I don't know.
Because when people say, "Oh, it tastes so good," I think of things that taste so good, not things that taste palatable.
Well, I'm just not comparing like someone's spunk to like pistachio ice cream. That's like so weird. Of course, it doesn't taste like food.
Okay, well, when someone says tastes good, it's the only thing in the whole world tastes good. Food. Okay,
well, it's because we don't eat human.
I do like biting my nails, my cuticles.
Okay. Anyway,
all right. Wow. Moving on because this is a little raunchy.
Very ranch. Very, very ranch.
So bad.
Now my
All right,
brain's
Lauren.
gonna have a hard time going back to like my normal. I don't get it. I don't understand how my mom orders food at dinner. She orders like a
God,
dinkus.
my mom ordering food at
Wait,
dinner.
what do you
Okay,
mean
listen.
she orders food at dinner?
Okay,
Mom
so
will be
this is
talking
her.
like this.
Continue.
Okay, just talking normally like this.
Yeah.
Hey Naz, what's up? Have a great day. How you doing? Blah blah blah.
And then once a
ma'am?
waiter comes around,
Yeah.
what can I get you guys? Could I have the Caesar salad? A Caesar salad.
Like she whispered.
She's like, a Caesar salad and then a Pinot Grigio. It's like, what the fuck happened to you, ma'am?
And then they're like, what? What was that?
No,
and
they're
then
like,
she's
what?
like,
And then
Caesar
they're like,
salad.
They're like, the burger, the Caesar salad. I'm like, Mom, of course they don't hear you. What happened to
It's
the
the
diaphragm?
weirdest thing. She gets so demure and like she has.
She's like,
no
I'm so
confidence
embarrassed
in
to be.
ordering.
I'm so embarrassed to be asking you this, but can I have a Caesar salad? Like,
Can I say something in the best way ever?
yeah.
Your mom has a little, like, that story is a little Jennifer Coolidge-y to me.
Oh, 100%. I see Jennifer
like,
Coolidge
it's like
in Mom
something
sometimes.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Coolidge would be like normal, and then be like,
Yeah.
"A Caesar salad."
Yes, exactly. She'd be like, oh
That's
my
hilarious.
God. Yeah.
So every
Wait, so
time
did you ask her
Lauren
why
and I
she
are out
does
to dinner,
that?
we
she
make
just
fun
is
of
like,
her every dinner.
every single time. I'm Mom, like speak up. And she's like, oh, stop making fun of me.
But
And
did you
then
ask her why she lowers her octave when a waiter comes to the table?
She's gonna say because she never went to a restaurant
She's
growing
shy.
up, and she's shy.
No, my mom is
So-
just super shy.
Aww.
And you know, they got so annoyed at us for not ordering at restaurants. So we were like in high school because, well, Lauren particularly got so shy at restaurants that she couldn't order. So I always had to like order for her, and she'll have the chicken fingers. Yeah, until like 9th grade. I think that bet you it was later than 9th grade, Lauren.
No, I got my balls in 8th grade, ma'am.
Wait, Lauren, so do you think you were shy because your mom was shy?
Probably. I feel like my mom and I have a lot of parallels.
What were you
Yeah.
scared? What are you scared of when you order something? Like, what was
Sounding
scary?
stupid.
You know
because
what
I
you're
would
ordering,
chicken
though.
fingers?
I would rehearse it in my head over and over, and
No way.
sometimes I'm like, yeah, I would like the chicken fingers with honey mustard or whatever, and then I would think that it's going to come out like all discombobulated.
I'll have the honey mustard cups and
And honey mustard,
those
the honey
fingers
mustard
that come with
fingers
them.
and the mustard cups. Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, so that's like a form of is that what social anxiety is? That is social
Yeah,
anxiety.
definitely. But
Wow.
I mean, and then I got way over it, and then it manifests in other scenarios. But
Whoa.
Anyway.
Okay,
That's
so
so
that's
so
interesting.
anyway, so she's very quiet when she orders, and she still hasn't gotten.
Oh
over
my
it.
God, Lauren has a Stanley Cup after she called me basic bitch for having
I never
one.
called you a basic bitch. I thought it was great, and this is also a knockoff.
It's a knockoff. It looks exactly like it.
It's
Is
a
it from
knockoff.
Amazon?
It's from Marshalls.
Do you love it?
I love
drink
it, and
so
let me
much
tell
water.
you, I
You
fill
drink
this thing up 5 to 6 times a day. Bitch is a hydrated lady right now.
Everyone
Lauren,
loves
wait
their
a
like
second.
water bottles have become such a novel piece of culture. Like it's like everyone. No, it is like
Yeah, no,
everyone
you're right.
has one. And I was actually I have an I don't get it that I was talking about yesterday actually at a birthday party. And I mean it's a dumb one, but it's just like why are we buying water when the shit comes from the sky? Like we should not like water should be free.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you could
water
definitely
is
put
free.
out like a bucket in your backyard and like fill up some rainwater every day and drink
But
that.
water
But are you going to do that?
everywhere, water everywhere in the world should be free. Like as humans, we should have free water everywhere.
Well, there is free water pretty much everywhere. It just doesn't taste very good. Not in Africa and like other places. I'm saying like in America, you could like go to a water fountain, you go to a sink and you get your water, and it's all relatively. There's some places where it's not that drinkable, but it's all pretty much drinkable what you get out of the faucet. But guess what? It just doesn't taste very good. But my house.
Did you say faucet or flosset?
I said faucet.
Okay.
I know that I used to say faucet, so it's so weird. So yeah, like your water's there, but Naz is like, yeah, but my electrolyte like balanced water isn't there. So like that's your
That's
problem,
what I'm paying
Naz.
for. Yeah, I'm paying
Yeah,
for
I
the
guess you're paying for
alkaline in
that.
the process. No, but in
But
general,
the water bottle
like,
thing is crazy. Like everyone has their to-go water bottle, and we never did this. literally people in the 70s were not walking around with hydration. They just were like, I'll
They
have
were
a
so
cup
dehydrated.
of a glass of water when I get home, and that was it. Like, but why are we all like, why? How are people still like fainting from dehydration and shit? I'm like,
You're talking in the first world.
first world, like. Everyone has a water bottle, and people back in the day never had, like, going to school. I know I've said this before. We used to go to elementary school and high school
Without water
with just
bottles.
without
One
water
juice
bottles.
box. One
We'd have
juice
like,
box.
okay, I got a juice box for lunch, and that was my hydration.
Yeah.
And now all these kids are walking to school with fucking Stanley mugs, and they refill it at like the water filler station.
Yeah, like we didn't drink water growing up.
No, we
like
did
at
on
school.
field day.
Even at the cafeteria, they'd offer milk over like
Yeah.
water. Like
They've
nothing.
never had water bottles.
They never had water. You would have to buy like a gross Dasani water bottle from the vending machine where I went to
Do you
school.
guys remember?
Wait, do you remember the
coming
very
back-
fine? Very fine. Juice.
Yeah,
fine?
I
In the
remember
cans.
that. You've already brought this up. And you
pouches.
couldn't remember the name of Very Fine, and then we had to look it up. But do you remember coming in from recess and everyone was sweaty and gross, and then there'd be a line for the water fountain, and all the gross, sweaty boys would put their mouths all over
and
the
their
water
snot,
fountain.
They kind of
yes. Oh my god! And you would.
I
and we
thought
would
they
have
kinda
like
sa-
sips.
You think they kind of
Drink, next, and they would be like next, and then they would say next, and you just
Oh,
get
yeah, you
one
got, like,
little
10
sip of water.
seconds
You got
each.
10
What
seconds.
the
They're like,
fuck?
1, 2, 3, and now these kids are like,
Lauren.
I'm gonna go get my Stanley mug. Yeah.
Excuse
we
me, can I go
literally-
get a drink of water? You can do
Yeah.
it in 10 minutes.
A drink. We would literally have a shot of water a day
shot
at that
of water.
fountain.
Yeah. They're like, and could you imagine going to school today being like, you're done drinking water? They'd be like, it's criminal.
It's against
So
the law.
strange. You remember
Yeah.
how we used to bring the big jugs on field day? That was like the only day that they allowed us to be properly hydrated.
Yeah, they'd be like, they're running around. We need to make sure everyone has water.
Because kids would fucking faint and get heat stroke on field day. You had field day, right, Naz?
yeah, of course. Field
Yeah,
day was
okay.
the best.
In
'Cause
Florida,
it was
I
like,
couldn't imagine that heat.
Oh my god.
oh my god, the humidity every day at gym. Everyone was so sweaty, but field day hit on another level for us because if you had a crush on someone from another class, this was like prime time to get the most time with them and be seen by them and look hot. You know what I mean?
Sixth grade and below.
In Sophie shorts, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you could wear shorter shorts that day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and you could
that
roll your
was
sleeves up. Yeah.
That was like the day to be seen. That was like Bridgerton ball field day.
Because they would pair you up with kids from other classes.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes, you had
You
the
guys
most
remember how we
chance.
used to roll up our sleeves? Like Lauren
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
we used to like
And then I'd have
you
little
remember those
ribbon-
little Velcro
little ribbon
things?
ties,
Oh,
yep.
the ribbons.
Oh my god, that would be my worst nightmare now because the part of my body that I like never want exposed
Is your
like
arms.
That part.
Yeah.
But can we
It's like
just say
that random top of your shoulder.
It does not
that
look
like
good.
this was definitely a mechanism because our armpits were all sweaty and we didn't know what to do with prepubescent
God.
sweat.
No, I thought it was like to just look like
It was to look a little more
sexier.
scandalous.
Oh, for me,
But
I liked
would
it 'cause
do
the
it.
sweat stains.
I would roll it up, and then at the end of the day or something, I would unroll it, and it was like pit stain, pitch stain, pit stain. All
Lauren and
going
I
down.
had weird
Yeah.
perspiration issues in middle school.
So did
And
I. Everyone did growing up.
Everyone did. We needed to get certain dry for everyone. We needed to talk about this more.
I feel I don't even remember when I started wearing deodorant. I don't.
think sixth
do you
grade.
remember?
Do you remember when your mom would came to you and said like it's time for you to start shaving your legs?
No, my mom. Are you kidding? In my family, that was my mom. Like never wanted me to shave.
Yeah,
I literally
I
had to
figured
beg
that.
her to get
Yeah.
Nair, and we've talked about this already, so I'm not going to like
Why
go into
Nair?
it. I don't know. I think maybe because Nair
Less
wasn't
permanent,
shaving.
Yeah,
It
it's
seemed less like
For some
Like,
reason,
once you start, you
shaving
can't
a ritual.
the just shaving in general, I think was seen as being like too scandalous. I don't know. It was so weird. So
It was,
weird.
yeah. I mean, because then you're officially in puberty, and
But the
officially growing
Nair,
up.
like, oh god, the smell of Nair. I still smell it in my nose. I've already talked about it though. But
My
it's
mom
so
tried,
disgusting.
she wanted me to, Nair my upper lip hair, like basically in third grade. So we started basically
And that's a
nairing
good
my upper
mom.
lip hair.
Yeah,
It
your
is a
mom
good
was like looking out for you.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
In
My
third
mom was
grade.
like,
and I
"Keep
was
the
like, it was
boys
the
away."
worst.
yeah.
It was the worst though
Because she
because
knew
those
that
were
people are
made
going to be making fun of your mustache, and that's not worth it.
Lauren, I know. Let me just say something. She just was like, it just was so awful because remember how it smelled so bad and it like never fully worked? So you'd take it off and then you'd still have multiple patches of hair and then you'd have like burn marks. So you'd have like patches and then smooth spots and then burn marks.
This is the worst.
I'm just going to tell my daughter if I have one that she can just do the straight razor for a while.
She can just wax.
Yeah, wax too.
Yeah. Also,
okay.
Well, anyway.
Okay.
What were we saying? Water. I was drinking
Very
out of my hydro
fine.
flask.
Yeah. All because, see, this is why I said a lot of our greatest rambles are when we don't have a lot of bullet points.
Just watch us not come up with anything from here on out.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I feel so under the weather today. I feel. Do you ever feel? It's so funny. Like when you're sick, it's like your brain also kind of stops.
Yeah. It's just like you were
What
wearing like
is
fuzzy
that?
glasses or something.
It's so funny. It's like if I'm feeling under the weather, my throat's hurting. Why isn't my brain on? You know, you would think that like it's like your whole body kind of like shuts down and operates at like 50%.
Yeah, because it's putting its energy towards making you heal rather than like come up with funny I don't get it.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of weird? That's like an I don't get it. Like, why does my brain have to be different if like this is hurting? My brain should still be on.
I don't know. All the energy is going to healing. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Lauren,
Ashley.
I was going to say something about. Ashley. Oh yeah, I wanted to go back. I wasn't done, guys, with the elementary school crushes.
I thought she was going to say dinosaurs.
It was. I guess I wasn't done with
That's
dinosaurs.
Ashley. I wasn't done with something we talked about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, so we like reminisce on college and 20-something crushes, even like teen crushes a lot.
Yeah.
But you guys threw me back with the elementary school crush because it's so innocent and fun. And
so
all you really
innocent.
want to do, like you're not trying to date them, you just want to look at them.
You want to hold? I wanted to hold their hand.
Yeah, that's nice. I wanted to smell the back of their neck.
Yes.
See,
the back of
Lauren,
their
that's
neck.
exactly what I was going to say. You were talking about the water fountain. I liked the smell of sweaty boys at the water fountain.
It was like
Depends on
you would
it depends on
see-
if you like them or not.
It's like you would, yeah. If they had like an amazing head of hair, like that like 90s haircut, and you just saw like a little sweat coming down their neck.
It's time to take a break and talk about one of my favorite sponsors, Rocket Money. We love Rocket Money in the Eigenetti Haben family. It does so many amazing things. It can help you invest, budget. It can cancel subscriptions for you. That's like their big thing. Like that's what everybody kind of like gets on Rocket Money for. But then once they're there, they realize how many other amazing things they can do for you. They can also negotiate your bills. Like say that you
so
have
cool.
like the availability of getting multiple cable companies in your like home area. They'll see how much you're paying for one company and then be like, hey, we can do it for you. Like we can cancel this and then get you signed up for this company. It's going to save you $30 a month.
It's literally like
$30
having a
month is
personal assistant when it comes to money.
for your money. Yeah, it's super cool. And then any apps that you have on your phone that you downloaded like one time to edit this one picture or something like that.
Yeah, I hate
Or
those.
just a
I gotta
one
look
reel.
back on the
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one you
it'll-
spend $8 on that you forgot to cancel.
It's like
and you're
$8 a
why
month.
Do I have,
Yeah.
You're like, why do I have no money in my
Yeah.
account? Yeah.
It catches those for you. And know that Rocket Money is a free app. They have additional add-ons that you can pay for, but you can go in right now, download the app for free, hook up all your accounts. It's super safe, and you can get to budgeting your money. It's really awesome.
Rocket Money is
sorry.
a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions and monitors your spending. It also helps lower your bills all in one place. So you guys can like stop throwing all your money away and cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/get it. That's rocketmoney.com/get it. rocketmoney.com/get it.
Ashley, this is why I'm so sad that you've never seen Pen 15, because this is literally Pen 15. Like, you would love it. You would love it.
Why didn't I think that I loved it?
I don't know, but Lauren, don't you agree?
Yeah.
Why didn't I watch it then?
No,
What
you said it was
about that I
too.
didn't-
You said it was too awkward and cringy to like relive that shit, and it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were like, "This is too cringy. I can't handle it." I played it for someone, like a couple months ago because I was like, "Oh yeah, we're the same exact age. You're gonna
They agreed
think
with
this is so funny." They were like so fucking disturbed.
Really?
They were
Yeah.
so disturbed. I was like, this is hilarious. And they were like, this is painfully awkward. Like, I can barely watch this.
I'm gonna have to watch it with you this week, and then I'll reevaluate.
Okay,
Are you
good.
going to Rhode Island this week?
I'm going to Virginia, and then
coming to
Lauren's going to
Virginia.
Rhode Island.
Yay! When
we
are
have
you?
a whole sister week.
We're
Oh
doing
my god,
it.
that's so fun!
It's like
Just
2 straight
'cause?
weeks of
sister,
nonstop
sister.
fun.
That's so fun. I'm so jealous.
No,
I miss
Jared's so
hanging out with you
sweet.
guys.
He's like, "Do you want to go to Virginia again this week?" I was like, "Jared, I just left 2 weeks ago," and he's like, "I know, but it's better
What else are you
there."
going to do? It is
I
nice.
know you love it there.
I was like, "Oh,
Aw.
that's so sweet.
That is so
I'm like,
sweet.
yeah.
I love that.
I know. People are like, if he was really sweet, he'd let her just move there.
No.
Would you ever move back to Virginia, Ash?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
It's
Crazy.
Have you thought about that being like a realistic thing for you, or?
Oh yeah. We talk about it. You make a decision in like a year and a half.
No way. Oh my God, Lauren, you'd be so happy.
I would be quite pleased.
Okay, so Lauren, tonight, I know that we'll probably go to Glory Days because this is like, I think it's a fun ritual. We go to Glory Days every time we
Yep.
land.
Yep.
And then Dawson enjoys it because it's like the most kid-friendly restaurant in the entire
And there's
world. And then he like, gets his
balls.
macaroni and cheese. And then, yeah, they're like balls. It's a sports bar. And then he goes, a ball. A ball. And he does this thing, Naz, where he points. And he doesn't like just put his arm out. He has to bend it first.
He like bends
A
it
ball.
and then like
Bend
slingshots
and
it
then
out.
go. Yeah, a slingshot. Yeah.
A ball.
A ball. It's so cute. And that's always fun. But let's like record mom like under the with the little
Okay, yeah, we'll
camera under the
record
table.
mom
And
ordering.
yeah.
She's going to get the fucking penne
Wait, can
pasta.
you please record her
Yeah.
and send it to me? I will die
Yes.
laughing. That's so funny.
I'll have the penne.
Yeah, yeah.
So then the other thing that I want to do is Lauren doesn't like. Well, I mean, like I get it. Lauren, not a big Priyanka Chopra Jonas fan.
I'm not
did
watching
you
that
see
fucking
the
movie. I'm not
Lauren,
watching
it
that
looks
movie.
So cute.
Are you literally...
Wait, which movie? Citadel?
No, I don't know.
No, it's
What are you
this...
talking
It's
about?
the one with Celine Dion. It's a chick flick to the extreme.
Wait, I thought you said Priyanka's in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 different Priyanka movies.
Movies.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
coming
What
out.
movie? Sorry, what movie
This
is
one
that?
is it's a chick flick with
Nick
Celine
Jonas,
Dion.
Celine Dion, and Priyanka Chopra.
The Nick thing is pretty cringy because like you just shouldn't have your own husband in the movie. It just makes everybody feel weird. Like it breaks that fourth wall.
right,
Where
because
it's like,
that's
oh,
all
is this
everyone's thinking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, they're married. Oh, this is funny. They're married, huh? But it's like, no, that just broke the fourth wall. So you're like no longer in the movie. You're thinking about their
I
real
wouldn't
lives.
even watch that movie
Yeah.
if it came on Netflix, let alone
Lauren!
let alone buying a ticket to the
Whoa.
movie theater to see that.
Really?
I
Well,
don't-
Mom will happily go with me.
Ashley, Mom watches every fucking movie that has the word love in the title on any platform. On any
That's
platform.
hilarious.
I'm like, she's like, I just watched this new series. It's called like Love Me Till the End of Time, and I watched it for 20 hours straight. I'm like, is it good? She goes, not really. And I'm like, oh
like,
my
keeps
God. Yes. So no, I only pay to go see horror.
Okay. Well, then I
Okay.
guess you'll be
Yeah.
babysitting Dawson when Mom and I go see that.
Sounds great.
Comes out Friday.
Okay.
Jared will be here by then. All right, great. Anything
I love
else? Lauren, you got anything else? I know you had a
le-
mini list.
Let me look at my list.
I feel like I need
okay.
to contribute some things.
People who say ibuprofen instead of Advil.
Well, they're just trying to be proper. It's kind of like Kleenex versus tissue.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Why?
Dad
Matt,
says
you said
ibuprofen. Do you like
ibuprofen?
Dad?
No, I say Advil,
No.
but yeah, I guess you're right.
I don't know. I feel like you're just trying to be like, I don't know.
Smarter.
I asked Hunter that I don't get it, and he was like, "Well, most people don't know that it's the same thing, so they're just saying ibuprofen because they think it's different than Advil. So they're just saying
Really?
whatever on the thing." I was like, I think people are just maybe trying to sound fancier. What do you
Could
think?
you imagine if somebody asked for Tylenol, but instead they go, "Do you have any acetosamine?"
That's so funny, Ashley. Acetosamine.
Yeah, like, wait, so why do people, is that how you pronounce it? Acetosamine?
Acetosamine. See,
pretty
people say
close.
ibuprofen because it's easy to say, but acetosamine is not easy.
Dad would say that though. Dad would say both. I mean, I know
I'd
he's
have
a doctor.
acetosamine. Okay,
Yeah.
Tylenol or Advil, acetosapine or ibuprofen.
What is Aleve? Is Aleve ibuprofen?
Aleve is an
Aleve is-
aspirin.
Aleve is aspirin. Okay.
And
so
what is
aspirin
aspirin
different? I know that you take
Yeah.
baby aspirin in the middle of a heart attack.
Oh.
Yeah, what is aspirin?
What
it's
is
a Google
aspirin?
alert.
It is a pain reliever, but I think it is also
Because to me, Aleve is the best, and I'm not sponsored by them, but
Really?
I would love to be because Aleve, to me, for my body, it just works best. Like I would never take Tylenol or Advil. I'd only want Aleve.
I've never taken Aleve because I'm scared of it for some reason. Like I
Really?
feel like it's more serious than the other two.
That's so funny because to me, Aleve is actually it feels safer and more like it just works better.
Ashley, what'd you find out?
Hold on. I found out that aspirin is a group of medication called salicides. It works by stopping the production of certain substances that are for fever, pain, swelling, blood clots. So the blood clot thing is
Okay.
definitely the heart attack issue. So it's swelling, fever. Interesting. It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. It sounds more like Advil to
Advil
me
than Tylenol,
because it's
yeah.
an anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
And it can treat pain, fever, headache, inflammation.
But Advil
and
doesn't treat fever.
reduce the risk of-
Tylenol treats fever. So maybe Aleve
Right.
is like best of both worlds.
Yeah, and so basically Tylenol is a pain blocker and Advil is like a pain decreaser because of the anti-inflammatory,
And
which
so
is why
what's
like with some
Aleve?
things Advil just doesn't work. Tylenol just doesn't work.
And what's Aleve?
Aleve. Holy shit! I don't know what Aleve is.
Wasn't
Oh,
this
that's
the
what you were
whole
just
point
looking
of you
up.
looking
Oh,
it
no,
up?
that was aspirin.
But I thought
No,
Aleve
you were
was
looking
aspirin.
up Aleve, Ashley.
Aleve is aspirin, guys. Aleve
And
is just
what-
the brand of aspirin.
Oh, it's a brand of aspirin.
It's a brand of aspirin, yeah.
And what is aspirin?
It's what you just said.
I forgot already.
An anti-inflammatory, blood thinning fever reducer.
Oh, great.
And then it says, is Aleve the same as an ibuprofen? Ibuprofen is short acting and is better suited for the treatment of acute pain, whereas Aleve is long acting and
That's why I
used
like
for
it.
the treatment of chronic conditions.
Oh.
That's why it's like people like who have joint issues and
Like on the
stuff like that.
commercials, it's always like workmen being like, before I go to work, I
Yeah,
pop
chronic pain.
2 Aleve. Yeah.
I've always wanted to be in a drug commercial.
I was in a drug commercial for. I'm
I
going to
know,
throw
I
this out, you guys.
remember.
What is Excedrin?
I don't know what Excedrin is.
I know
Exced-
Excedrin is the exact same thing
the
as
dual action.
Advil.
No, it's
Whoa.
the dual action.
Dual action Advil.
Lauren.
So it's
which is
acetaminophen and ibuprofen.
yes.
Oh,
exactly.
so it's Tylenol and Advil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whoa, Excedrin.
yeah.
These
So-
names are so like. Who do you think comes up with names of drugs? Like how? This is like an I don't get it. I've always had. I'm like, how do people come up with a word that didn't exist
Very
for like
true.
a name
it sound
of
normal.
a brand? Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna call it Advil. Like,
Yeah.
how? Like, is it maybe like they pick certain letters, and then
That's
that's
so weird.
like what it?
Naz, I thought this was a simple I don't get it. And then I started thinking about it.
No, it's
Like,
very
just
complex.
household products.
I always
like
think about that.
Clorox,
Yes.
Bounty.
Bounty.
Lauren
Bounty-
used to call Bounty Bounquit. We've all know this.
Oh, that's so
Down
funny.
quit. I
But
used to call
bounty,
down quit.
bounty doesn't count in this conversation because bounty's a word. Like a pirates
Yeah,
would
bounce.
have bounty. But
Oh.
a word that's completely made up out of nowhere, like IKEA or
I bet you
Publix.
IKEA means something.
Like Publix, the grocery store in like the South and in
Well,
Florida.
that's for Publix because it's like for the public. That's the.
Wait, we can think of
Oh,
a
is
better
that
fucking
why?
example, guys.
But that's
Well,
what do
I
you
was thinking
mean?
like Downy, Lauren. What about Downy?
Walgreens. Like, is that a last name?
Walgreens. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder, like, Walgreens and Walmart, like, the root of the word is wall. Does that mean anything?
Probably.
Probably. But what about Tylenol? Like, who?
The root of the word Walmart.
That one's not
Tylenol.
as interesting to me. It's like Walmart. It's a mart.
I'm going to be looking for this shit all day.
But like other like Sprite. Like they came up with a soda and someone was like, we're going to call it Sprite. Where did that come from?
Well, I feel
This
like
is so good.
I think Sprite. You're like, oh, it's a refreshing Sprite taste. Like
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
Sprite.
is Sprite a word on its own?
Yeah.
See, I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
that.
Sprite.
Oh,
Yes, you
okay.
did.
No,
you
I
know,
didn't.
like it's a Sprite day outside.
No, I've
spring to your
never
step.
said that. I thought Sprite was just the soda. So that was already a word that existed.
Like it's refreshing and fresh.
Sprite definition: an elf or fairy.
No,
Right?
Yes, a computer graphic which may be moved on screen. See, what you said is it's a Sprite day. That doesn't make sense. It's not a word.
Are we sure?
It's
Well,
Sprite.
look it up. It's not
Sprite
coming up
out
on
there.
my Google.
Did you
No,
type
that's
in
not a
like
thing.
spirit?
Oh, so
Lauren,
okay.
did
you know
you
what
and
it
I
is?
just put it together by thinking refreshing? Nice day out.
No, listen. Maybe. But it also says, what is calling someone a sprite mean? And it's an elfish person. So a disembodied spirit or a ghost, because a sprite is an elf or a fairy. So it's maybe elfy, like mystical in that type
It's
of way.
a Sprite day is a thing.
Oh, here it
Yeah,
says.
that's what I'm saying.
To
Maybe
be
it's
of
like
an
elfy.
invisible, airy nature.
Okay.
But it says it's like it could be a supernatural, immaterial creature, angel, demon, an apparition, invisible
Apparition.
being of an airy nature. No, so it's not even airy nature. It's like see-through.
All right, we'll take it.
Oh, wow. Okay, we were wrong. Lauren and I were wrong, okay? But we both thought of it.
Well, I don't think you're wrong, because I think it means like elfish.
Elfish doesn't
Basically,
mean like a Sprite
the biggest
day outside.
I don't get it in the world
does.
is coming up with a language.
Like
Who
happy.
the fuck
Elves are
was
happy.
like the word that happy will mean you're joyous, but like how do you
Yeah.
compute that's what happy
don't know.
means?
I don't know. Like language is so. Can we get like a linguistic professor on our podcast?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Because
Be like,
how,
tell us about the formation of the first language and how they started being like this means.
Yeah,
If you say tree, that's that.
we'll be like
Yeah.
Ashley gives no fucks about dinosaurs in the beginning of then, but we do want to know the first day languages came to be.
Yeah.
What words have been created during our lifetime that are now recognized by the dictionary? They're all silly words.
They're all dumb, like selfie.
Yeah.
And like, ugh, I hate the. We should words that came out in
Riz
2022. That's what I'm going to look up in the last year. Words, because you know how there's always that list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
And it's like the most used words.
Swag,
Okay, so
riz,
goblin. The
selfie.
word of the year. Do you guys know what the word of the year was last year?
What?
Hold on. Accept all cookies. I never know what that means, but I click it all the time on websites.
they make you.
Okay. Goblin mode. I never heard that last year.
Goblin mode. Is that when you're gross?
It's a type of behavior which is unapologetically self-indulgent, lazy, slovenly, or greedy, typically in a way that rejects social norms or expectations. So that person is just
That is
like
goblin behavior.
Okay, gaslighting, we all know, was a word. Woman was the number 3rd word. Permacrisis. Yeah, I think I heard that word. An extended period of
Permacrisis?
instability and insecurity. Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, so podcast was one that came out in 2004. Binge watch, manscaping, unfriend, vlog, paywall, waterboarding,
Oh, yeah.
sexting,
Sexting is a word now.
YouTuber, crowdfunding, hashtag,
Ew.
retweet.
Everything is so like
Photobomb,
techie. Like all our words are so
mansplain.
techie.
Would you say pound or hashtag when you're like explaining like a number to
We say
someone?
hashtag. Oh, a number? I say
Like, say,
pound,
like,
and
oh,
then
hashtag.
a hashtag on Twitter is a hashtag.
I forgot the word was even pound. I forgot
was
that
pound,
was the original
yeah.
word. Wow.
Pound. Yeah, because our Wi-Fi is like hashtag 1990, but I'm like pound or hashtag, however old you are, because you're definitely. If I told my mom hashtag, she would be like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, a pound, 1990." You know?
Wow.
You
There's
guys,
a part of me that wants
the
to get a
word-
landline again.
My parents just got rid of theirs like this month.
I Don't Get It is sponsored by BetterHelp. Okay, so you guys know I'm a little weird, but I am someone who looks forward to talking to a therapist every week. I go to
I don't
therapy
think that's
every week.
necessarily weird. I think
I don't think
lovely.
that's weird.
Okay,
People
I
love to unload on someone else when they're
Isn't
not
it
like
nice?
necessarily your friend or family, and they don't have any like preconceived stories or notions or anything about you, and they don't have to like be like, I thought you said that about the last guy you dated. Like, I don't need that. I need to talk to a therapist who is like a third party.
Yeah.
That's why it's very nice to talk.
Yeah, and you also feel like you're not being a burden and you're getting like objective advice. And I've been in therapy for years, and I've quoted Zachary Levi before, but I'll say it again. I think mental health is dental health, in the way that if you're not getting your teeth cleaned, like we talked about in this podcast, and you're not regularly checking up on it, that one time you go to the dentist after like 3-4 years, it is so painful. And it's like, if it's something that you just keep up with and do routinely, then you'll feel so much better. And it's really helped me with setting boundaries. If you guys haven't listened to our podcast with Melissa Urban about boundaries, I highly recommend listening to that one. But it's hard to set boundaries because it can be awkward and uncomfortable. And lately my therapy sessions have been about that. And it's so nice to have support in that area of my life and make me feel like I can do it and have someone to guide me through really challenging times when it comes to like relationships with friends or in the workplace.
So if you are thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try, because it's all online. It's very convenient and flexible, and it's suited for your schedule, because it's hard to find times like during the day, like normal hours and stuff. So you can schedule like later on after work and stuff, which is really, really nice. So find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/getit today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/getit.
Did you know that Paris Hilton has 5 different phones?
Yeah.
Phone lines?
She gives them out to different people and like categorizes them.
Yeah. She has one
interesting.
just like for her friends and family. Then she has like, I think one for just friends in Europe because they're in a different time zone. I'm kind of making this up, so double check. And then she has one just for prank calls.
Oh
which I think
my
is
God.
so funny. And then, wait, we should prank call someone on our next podcast.
Okay, let's do it.
Who should we prank call?
What do we do?
I miss prank calling so much. I used to be my favorite
really
thing in the
possible.
world to do.
Because you did it. Didn't you do it with Maura?
I used to do it all the time.
We
I
need to do it.
remember
Fuck,
we did it
need to
with
do it again.
Maura.
Let's do it. Let's do it with Maura again.
We
What do
freaked
we-
her out.
What did we
You
say
said
to
that
her?
there was a police at her door, or what was it?
Probably a
It was an
accident.
old man, or we're like, if you don't stop walking up there, I'm gonna call the police. And then she was like, no, I'm calling the
called the
police. And she
police,
called the
remember?
police.
She did. I don't remember. I have the worst memory. Wow, I don't remember.
Wait,
that.
did we do it on the podcast or just
No,
for
we
fun?
didn't. We were just fucking having a great
okay.
time.
I thought we did it on the podcast, so I couldn't remember it. But yeah,
No.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
we just
so
called
funny.
Okay, we
We
gotta
should-
do this.
Guys,
Prank-
I'm sorry, but I have to say a couple more of these.
Okay.
Bestie is actually acknowledged in the Oxford English Dictionary.
Well, yeah, all the words we use now have to be in the dictionary. They're words.
Bestie? I didn't
Yeah.
think bestie was.
If someone from another country comes to America and someone refers to them or someone as bestie, they should be able to look it up and know what it means. It should be recorded.
Yeah,
You know?
it is.
Yeah, you would think it'd just be in the Urban Dictionary, not like the regular
Yeah,
dictionary. but
totally. I thought it'd be Urban Dictionary. All right,
You're
guys.
my
Well,
bestie.
fun times on the I Don't Get It podcast.
Okay, we're gonna next podcast prank calls only.
Yes.
So
Who
funny.
Who else should
Oh
we
my
prank
god.
call?
Okay, wait.
Jared?
Should we basically like ask people to send us their numbers and then
No,
we'll
wait,
prank-
I have an
They won't
idea.
even remember that they sent us our numbers, and then all of a sudden Naz will come on in a man's voice, and they'll get freaked out.
No,
No,
I think
then
we
we're
should
like-
prank call our parents.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Parent,
I
we
feel
should
too
call it.
guilty.
Wait,
Why?
Naz, do you think your dad would get? Okay, so you know that recording? There's like, please
Dad
accept
would
this.
fall for anything.
Please accept this phone call from the Orange County jail or the Los Angeles
Oh
County
my god!
jail.
And it was me.
Oh my God.
And it was
Yes.
you. And,
Yes.
and then he presses the number, and then you're like, Dad, I need you to help
Wait,
me. I'm
should we
in
do it?
jail.
Should we
He's
do
gonna
it
go.
right
I
now?
knew this was gonna happen one day.
He's like,
Nazareth.
Naz,
Wait,
this is
should
what
we
I've
do
been
it?
talking about.
You guys, should we do it right now? We should do it right now.
Please. But you got to get the recording.
No,
The
but
recording, yeah.
I think you guys should call him and say, Mr. Perez. Oh fuck! I just messaged him on Instagram though, so I wonder.
You guys,
if he...
it definitely is something that we need to reserve
Okay,
for a
fine.
full
I just typed
experience.
Naz into Google because I'm so frantic.
Okay, I think that you guys should call my dad on the next podcast.
Okay.
And then be like, Mr. Perez, like Naz just called us, like she had our number memorized. She's currently in jail. We don't know why. And then like I don't just
I can't lie, guys. This stresses me out.
no,
Lauren's
Naz.
gonna have to handle the
Actually,
entire
you have
thing.
to.
You're
Actually, you have to.
Naz, You're so good at this. You just need to call with the thing that says, please accept this phone call from Los Angeles County Jail. And then you got to come up with a story and your dad is just going to have to deal with it. Okay. You have to do this.
Okay. So why do I say why I'm in jail?
Why are you in jail?
What
were you doing? What's
You
the
were
most
like part of like a cult or something. Like you were smoking some weird thing.
Wait,
and
he
like,
would, oh my God, he would roll over.
Yeah, that's
He
what I
would
mean.
literally
Like
I was
something
doing
really
ketamine in the field with my friends and the cop came and got me.
Yeah, it has to be something semi-relate. Like
Okay, I'll tell him.
realistic, yeah.
I'll tell him I went to one part of California where weed isn't legal, and I had it on me.
Is that
seems
drastic
realistic.
enough?
And then
no,
I got
Naz,
yeah.
you
in
went
Florida,
on a
people get
spiritual
arrested for having weed.
experience. You went on a spiritual trip.
Okay.
And then they had you take something there to like open your mind, which sounds like Naz. And then while you were on it, you like went and stole like something really expensive. You didn't realize.
That's too far fetched. That's fucking
First of all,
crazy.
Lauren, I love how Ashley's like, I can't tell a lie, I can't do it. And then she comes up with this diabolical.
You did drugs and stole shit. Yeah.
She comes up with this diabolical, fully well planned out lie.
I know.
You should
I
do
was in
something
a
that
field.
really annoy your dad. You'd be like, so I was in the middle of like, Monterey having a spiritual experience. And then I went up to San Francisco where like you're allowed to steal things. And then you steal something from like a Best Buy in San Francisco. And he gets so annoyed. You're like, I didn't think I was going to get caught because
gonna
there's
flesh
such
this out a
crime
little
issues.
bit more.
Okay, we're going to flesh it out.
But I got caught.
Wait, we have to do it. My dad's going to freak out.
And I just
This
love
is
that.
gonna
Like, I
be
know
so
we know your dad
funny.
will answer.
Wait, Lauren. A snatch and grab. What do they call it? A smash and grab?
Smash and grab.
What's that?
Naz would never be part of a smash and grab.
No, when she was on a drug high.
This is so
What?
elaborate.
Ashley, this is so elaborate from someone that just isn't comfortable lying.
I
think
can't
it has
do
to
the
be
lie, but I can
simple.
come up with the story.
It's gonna be simple it's gonna be funny from his end. I don't think she needs to elaborate because he'll be so disappointed no matter what.
Okay, fine.
Okay, let's do it.
All right,
I
we'll
can't
figure
wait.
it out.
All right, guys.
Lauren's
it'll
frozen now, so
come
it's time to leave.
soon. No, she's not.
No, she's
Yeah,
frozen for
I'm
me.
fine.
And this is how she's frozen. Listen. Look. This is how she's frozen.
That's amazing.
All right, I'm going to take a screen recording of it. All right.
All
see
right, love you guys.
All right,
Love you. Bye.
See you next
Sorry,
time.
I'm like
Bye.
so bad at, lying or good
What?
at lying.
You're so good at it.
Okay, bye.
I don't get it.
Podcast.